Well, hello my friendly shoppers, and today we decided we're going to head back to Sam's Club, and I kind of wanted to go and check out some other parts of the store that I didn't do last week. And now, if there is a particular part of Sam's Club that you really want me to focus on, please let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do that for you. Now, as soon as we walked in, we passed by the TVs and the vitamins. They still have that up, but they had a nice display of their exercise equipment. And I liked how they had it out. You could kind of see it out of the box, kind of get an idea how big it is. I really wish it was kind of more on the ground so you could sit on it and see if it's comfortable. But maybe that's just too many accidents. And I mean, it's a nice display, don't get me wrong. But they had everything kind of up and put together, and wow, those little back things kind of, I'm not sure about those, but if you tried it and it works, let me know, because I do have back problems. Now, of course, they have the weight setting out, and a couple of different weight sets too. So depending on what you are comfortable with, what it is you are looking for, but I always think these are such good deals. You know, either sets too. I have like a couple of weights. I have a couple of 1-pounders, or no, 1, 5, and a 10. And of course, here is the Smart Treadmill, and that is up there. And wow, that is a biggie. And that's $7.99, so it's actually not a bad price. Those treadmills can get a little pricey. Now, of course, it's tax season, and just like Costco, Sam's Club has the TurboTax on sale. When I got home and did a comparison, they are actually pretty much the same price. So depending on what your needs are, if you have an LLC, if you're just, you know, just your home, or if you have a business, a home and business, so they have the TurboTax ready for you. You just take the card, you're going to pay for it, and then they're going to give you the disc. So you do want to make sure that you have a capability of putting the disc in. So it's not a cloud system, it's definitely a disc system. And so it just kind of gives you an idea. So like I said, it's definitely cheaper than going online for TurboTax. It's more than 50% savings. Now, of course, you know, it's a new year. You kind of want maybe to stock up, clean up your office, what supplies you need, craft supplies, etc. Here it is at Sam's Club. They've got the Sharpies. They've got all the stock of Sharpies. Any type of Sharpie you're looking for, except for the megas, this is the place to go. I love Sharpies. They always seem to last longer for me, and it's just, you know, like I said, it's my opinion. I think they are worth the price, because I've gotten cheaper ones and I've gone through like more and more. Now, of course, they have those $12.98, the clears. Those are the thin ones. And I used to use those a lot, but I kind of went back to the thicker ones too. And I like them just, you know, for posting, mark it on boxes. It's such a great. Now, with, like I said, the pens, I do like these gel pens. At first I was like, oh, it doesn't make any difference. And after a while I was like, yeah, no, I could tell the difference. And, you know, like I said, Papermate is a really good, reliable brand. I know if my daughter was with me, she would be, honestly, she'd be grabbing a few of these. She's a little artist and always thinks that she needs 1,000 pens and markers with her at all times. I tell you got a few boxes, she'll know, well, you know, there's always something. And so, like I said, the Post-it notes, these are good old Post-it. You know, they started off with the yellow square, and now they've got such a variety of them. So they have these great art kits. Now they say it's like a tote box of $12.98. You could put art in there. You could put your tools in there, sewing items in there. It's really nice, and I like that it's a little bit of clear. It's like a frosty clear. You have some idea of what is in it. It's got a little tray inside, and it's probably about a good 7 inches high. And then you got the little extra compartments, and I do like this clip shut. And look at these. Oh, those are really nice to, you know, keep extra pins or scissors. And my apologies, my hands are so super dry right now. It's this time of year. And so it's like, just look at them like, oh man, they look older than what I am. And so, like I said, you kind of want to keep up with, like I said, the organizing. This is these are 5 storage boxes for $24.99. These are not exactly these are not like 12 by 12. These are a little bit, I would say more like an 8 by 11. Good for keeping documents, or just other supplies that you need. Now here's something I always recommend for people is have a good shredder. We get so many credit card like offerings. Even though I've opted out, I still get them, and so I do have a shredder. My shredder is probably about 8 years old. I absolutely love it. It's the second one. This one lasts a lot longer than the first one, so definitely grab one of those to keep your documents safe. This cutting set for $15, that is an absolute deal. They have all these craft items here too. Like they have the hot glue gun. Look at this paint set. That's actually a pretty good deal for $11.91 clearance price. And so it's good. Like they have the sketchbooks. They have these like wood plaques. If you're wanting to, I'll tell you what, I do not see this stuff at Costco. So this was definitely in up my alley. I loved it. Paint markers. Wow. Okay, like I said, my kid would just be all over this. There's more gel pens, over a $40 value, 50 of them. Now these dual tip brush markers. This is where she would just be like, oh yeah. And I could see, yeah, she'll like that. I'll probably end up later getting her that. She just got a whole new set. So she goes through a set like every 6 weeks because that's how much drawing that she does. I'll get that for her next time. The resin, definitely, and here is a balloon. Okay, the balloon takes, I always recommend to have one on hand. And that's just for me because birthday parties, they'll last me a couple of years too. But look at all this, like I said, all this art craft supplies. Like I said, it's a little bit more bulk than maybe some people, but definitely look into that. Banker boxes, if you're looking to organize a lot of your files, that is such a good price. 10-pack for $20, really good. You have these special, like I said, these storage bins, kind of give you an idea how deep they are. That was a set of 5 for $14.98. They had all the pastel blues, and then they had the primary colors as well, and that was for the same price. And we're just kind of like browsing. Here are some more nice organization bins. These are kind of nice to keep toys in too. So really cute. I like the little pom-poms on the outside. They have like the beige and multicolor, $17.98. And then these are really nice storage bins. There's 3 of them. They got a flat wood top for $21.98. That's actually a really good price. I really like the looks of those. And they kind of give an idea of how to, like, multi-purpose. Like, oh, here, this is how it look in your closet. But, you could even use it in your pantry and anywhere you want. And they show it kind of like, so like, this is a little, different ideas for your room. And this is different. Like, I don't see this stuff at Costco either. So for $100, you get the 8 cube. Now, in that picture, there are 2 8 cubes. So just kind of be mindful of that. More hangers. The velvet hangers, I highly recommend. They're my favorite. Now, here we go. I love these, that they're selling these extra ice cube trays. Because I've had friends who take it out there. We're going to be moving our refrigerator when we remodel our kitchen. I don't want to pay so much money for an extra water line, so I'm going to actually end up getting one of those too. This is a great place to get. Samsonite is a really great, reliable luggage for $159 for those. So those are the soft packs. If you're looking for the hard packs, this is a 2-piece set. At $189 is still a really good price. My first piece of Samsonite luggage was a hard pack because I went to Europe. I paid $400 for that. That was back in 2000. Clearance price. Okay, they always come out with the coolest stuff. Like after the kids have grown up, like, wow. I mean, this is like a little snack spinner. How cute is that? And, you know, like I said, they come out the better strollers and everything after the kids grow up. Now, this is a little different Brita. This is a larger size Brita pitcher than they have at Costco, too. So this is $30.98. So it costs a little bit more, but it is actually a different style, and it's actually bigger, too. Now, this is a good thing to keep. I don't eat cereal anymore, but actually I have oats in them. If I get a big thing of rice or flour, you can really store anything dry in there as well. Now, like I said, they have a lot of the storage containers. They had a couple of different sets. This was nice, especially, now I like that it comes in a big container, but you know, if you're doing with family, or if you're packing your lunch, or you have kids at store, you know, prepping, anything you really want to use that for. $19.98 is really good. Now, I fell in love with these. These look great. I really wish they had like a set out, so you can really kind of get an idea of how it is. It's a difference when Costco has more of these items out than Sam's Club for $30, but it's not a bad price because those can add up. Now, we see this in the meal prep. That is a really great deal for $19.98, and it's also good for taking a lunch. Like, I really like this little set. You could put the baskets on top, or you could have them separate. That was only $19.98, not a bad price. I wish they just had it out so you can really physically see it too. And so they got the whiskey chiller set. Again, it's $19.98. It's in the box, so they don't have one on display to really take a look at it. Now this one, look at somebody just got like, you know what, I'm just going to open it up and find out what's in it. So it looks like that was a clear set versus they have a multicolor set. Oh, they do have multicolors and clear for $19.98. Now here, it's always good to have a cast iron Dutch oven. I use this for a lot of different things. $29.91. I don't have this particular brand. Let me know if you've had the Martha Stewart brand and if you've liked it. I'm really curious. Now, Viking is my favorite set of pans. These are on clearance for $49.91. I gotta talk to my husband about those. Now, here's a good basket stand, $40. Again, I wish they had one out display so you can get an idea what it looks like. Okay, so if you were having a little party, a get-together, birthday party, you know, time is just so precious that sometimes we don't always have time. So look at this. You get 2 dozen of cupcakes, chocolate and vanilla, and it was only for $13.99. So not a bad price at all. And now I haven't had cake from Sam's Club. Actually, I have. Scratch that. It was from Walmart, kind of the same company. It was pretty good. Look at this. For football, we do have the playoffs, so we do have the big game coming. And then more like for the birthday party. Like I said, these are for 2 dozen. You cannot get that in a bakery alone. Now it was a chocolate French silk pie. Oh my goodness, that was calling my name. I love chocolate pie. We used to have Marie calendars. They're gone. I do miss that. And that was actually really good. That was like only $8 too. This was a brownies on top of a cheesecake. Oh, that looks way too sweet for me. It looks good, but way too sweet. Now here are some fancier cupcakes. They cost a little bit more. It was $7.98 for those. They were bigger than the other cupcakes that we just saw, but with the curly Q chocolate. Oh my goodness, those look so pretty. And like I said, it's great for if you're gonna throw at a birthday party. Now, Tres Leches, I love Tres Leches. The Costco one is a long one. This is $10.47, or was it $18.47? I would say that's $18.47, my apologies. That looks really delicious. I'm gonna try, I may get that for my birthday next month. There's the chocolate cake. That is my husband, he loves chocolate cake. Now, I'm looking at the Stella Rosa wine. I've got to visit. My mother is going to the surgery, and I'm just thinking about just getting her some wine, you know, take the anxiety off. And Stella Rosa is one of her favorite wines. $9.48 is not bad. So let's get her all liquored up. Because that's how the doctors want to see you. but it'd take the anxiety off. Actually, my mother is a bourbon fan. I cannot really drink bourbon. She loves it. So kind of, yeah, you look at her and you wouldn't think that's what she drinks, but she does. So they're like Costco. There's a lot of really nice wines that you can get here at Sam's Club too. Sam's Club and Costco, they both really have great prices on wine and spirits. So if you are wanting to stock up, you know, I know there's other places like BevMo and Wine and More. Those are really good, but Costco and Sam's Club does really good. Now, $8.48, this is zero sugar Ready Whip. I have not seen these in stores. Let me know if you have tried that and if it's good. Oat milk, now I have a little bit of intolerance to some dairy, $5.91, but I'm going, is it because it was good or not a good seller? You know, that's some 12 bars. If you try those and like them, let me know. Now, of course, you know, we're all about, you know, try to get back into working out. I know I am back into my long walks every day, which I love getting out in the nature. And I just like to have a little bit more of my exercise leggings. These look really interesting. $10. I have paid way more for mine. And so it's like, but they have all colors. You can see they have like a khaki, a gray, a blue, a black, and all the sizes and quite a variety of them. So if you are wanting to stock up on some of those, you have a member to Sam's Club, definitely check it out. Now, Power Cakes, Kodiak, I really do like this brand too because it has enough protein. It lasts a little bit long all morning. Candy cane chocolate granola. I'm not sure about that. Peppermint granola, because I just think of granola like with yogurt. And so that doesn't sound good to me, but if you liked it, hey, great. Fridge vanilla, okay, if you like your individual. Now, it's so funny, so I can do a comparison. There are some things when we went to Costco Business that they have, and I'm going to point out some of the stuff that Sam's Club does have compared to that. Now, just like Costco, they do have the variety of the Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Fanta, but here's something you don't see at Costco that I actually really like to see is this pack, $12.98. And this is 24 pack. That is a deal. That is such a deal for that pack. That is a steal. That is cheaper than Target. That's the cheapest I've ever seen it. 2-liter bottles. Do you remember they used to be 99 cents? Of course, they've gone up like everything, but I don't see those at Costco. So here's where I'm coming in with the, you know, when we talk about Costco Business, a Sam's Club, you know, here in Southern California, we do have we have the opportunity where we do have a lot of these stores together. So, you know, like I said, I'm a member at both Costco and Sam's Club. Now, if you're one or the other or business, Sam's Club does have these that you would see just at Costco Business. They actually have them here too. So each store does have its advantages and disadvantages, but like disposable gloves, it's always something good to have. I use them at the gas stations because I don't like touching those pumps. But look at this, like this parchment paper, that is a nice big whopper of parchment paper. So, you know, I want to thank everybody for coming along. If you've been watching some of my videos and you haven't hit that subscribe button, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. And I'm gonna be honest, you don't have to put on your notification bell. You know, just go in, you hit your subscribe, and it'll tell you exactly what videos have come up, and then you don't have to do any searches. But again, like I said, if you're returning and you have subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. It makes me so happy to see such a community that we are building here. Now, we're going to go kind of pop back. We have parties and games. We have big football games coming. And look at these bowls. If you're having a party, family get-togethers, because, you know, things are going to get better. We're going to start partying again. And look at Sam's Club. If you have a Sam's Club membership, you could definitely find this here at Sam's Club too. Like I said, Costco is a little different, but like I said, every store has its advantages and disadvantages. I did like these little trays because sometimes I just don't want to I have a bigger version of that. So I think I may be grabbing some of those next time. Now, you know, as I mentioned earlier, they always come out with stuff after the kid. I could have used that value pack. I felt like I was always having to go to Target to buy baby food for when my kid was younger, and then I would have loved that because my mom used to watch my daughter when I was working full time because I used to be a loan officer. And I would just looking at that, I go, I really could have used that stuff. Now, Pantene has finally jumped on the bandwagon of zero dyes and parabens. You know, we don't want that bad stuff in our hair. Coconut milk and avocado. I haven't tried this one yet, but you know, $6.48. I may give it a shot and let you know. I used to be a dedicated Pantene user back in the years, and when I would go and get my hair done, salons used to hate it because they go, what do you use? Your hair looks great. At Pantene, they're like, oh. But so they had a couple of different ones, so I'm kind of like, I was looking around for the shampoo and conditioners. These are really good size. You don't have to worry about buying shampoo for a while. The only thing is they are heavy, so I can't put them like on the hanging thing. Razor blades, you know, my husband, God bless him, he goes through the razor blades. You know, every guy does, and Costco is definitely one of the ways to go, or Sam's Club as well. Both of them have both great prices too. And because, like I said, they go through it. I don't know how they got so expensive, but that's just the times, just like everything else. Now, I saw this vanilla at first that I had a double take. It's a pretty good bottle, but it's imitation vanilla. Not my cup of tea. I do prefer real vanilla. And so I looked at it. So there's a $12.98. This bottle is much smaller. So definitely Costco had the best deal right now. They had a bigger bottle for $13.99. But it depends on who you're a member to as well. Now, of course, there's the Valentines is coming up. I'm still looking for what to get for my daughter. Now, I was kind of looking at these. These seem fun. It's a 24 pack, but her classroom is a class of 30. So, you know, if I get that, then I'm going to have 48. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll pass on that. The suckers, those were actually really cute. The little swirl pops. And of course, here we go. So the Kinder eggs, that is a good deal because they are $2.79 at Target for one. So you get 12 for $12.48. That is such a deal. All right, I think we found $8.98 Ding Dong Valentines. You get to write on there. Sold. Grab that for my daughter. It's 32 of them. Yeah, because I tell you, when I was a kid, if somebody passed out ding dongs for Valentine's, they would have been my favorite person. And it's cute, it's different. I haven't seen these in other stores. It's the only place I've ever seen it, so I did grab that for her. Of course, now this was interesting. These had there's a game pack, and they have like some snack. Wow. The moon pies, like I said, I saw those at the Costco business. At Sam's Club has it. And so, like I said, each store, there's differences with each store. Similarities, yes, but a lot of differences too. But like I said, this Sam's Club is in Corona, California. It is my favorite. I love the layout of this store. It's so nice and it's so clean. I mean, it's worth, you know, I drive a little extra 30 minutes for this one. Absolutely love it. But I do plan on hitting some more different Sam's Club. I love checking out different Sam's Clubs, different Costco's, and check out these cookies. Yum yum. They're cafe. They have a little bit different. They have icy, so my daughter loves it. 89 cents. I love that price. But look at how bright and big this store is. And this Sam's Club does have a gas station. They sell ice, 20 pounds for $2.28. So if you're having any kind of a party, that's definitely where you want to get the ice. Now here's the gas at $4.27. So everybody, thank you for coming along. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.